So picture this, a 17-year-old kid steps onto the pitch while the entire crowd is laughing at him, mocking him, treating him like some kind of joke. But here's the thing, his eyes never wavered for a second. The moment kickoff hits, this kid steals the ball and starts pulling off the most insane dribbles you've ever seen. No hesitation, no fear, nothing. He charges straight into the box like the defenders don't even exist and unleashes an absolute rocket of a volley under heavy pressure. The stadium absolutely erupted. Fans in the stands couldn't believe what they just witnessed. This tiny kid just scored on them, and just like that, he became the center of the entire match. Effortless dribbling, ridiculous footwork, and boom, another goal. In just 20 minutes, he completed a hat trick and single-handedly turned a losing game against powerhouse France into a comeback victory for Brazil. They were headed to the finals, but here's where it gets complicated. Their next opponent was Sweden, the so-called Nordic Giants, and the tournament hosts. Brazil was completely banged up, and absolutely nobody gave them a chance. Even the coach had no idea how to beat this Swedish squad, and team morale had completely tanked. That's when the kid came up with an idea. He suggested everyone juggle the ball together all the way to the lighthouse by the lake, and somehow it actually worked. The whole team's spirits lifted as they dribbled through the noisy kitchen, into the hotel lobby, and even random guests who knew nothing about soccer were left completely mesmerized. The coach watched all of this unfold and was deeply moved. He gathered the players and told them to forget about tactics entirely. Just go out there, play free, and be yourselves. World Cup Finals, Brazil versus host nation Sweden. Every single person in Brazil was glued to their TV, praying their heroes would pull off a miracle. But things went sideways right from the start. Because the kid had gone absolutely nuclear in the previous match, Sweden made him their #1 target. And just 4 minutes in, Sweden scored first. Swedish fans went absolutely wild, already celebrating like the trophy was theirs. That's when the kid looked up into the stands. Way in the distance, he spotted a small group of Brazilian supporters. Their faces were filled with nothing but despair. Something inside him ignited. If you're weak, nobody respects you. And right then and there, he decided to show the entire world what the beautiful game really means. He started treating defenders like they were invisible, blowing past them with his dribbling. The crowd rose to their feet. Then came a beautiful 1-2 pass with his teammate. The ball hit the back of the net. Brazilian fans came back to life. With the kid leading the charge, the entire team woke up. Now, nobody could stop them. The whole stadium transformed into what felt like Brazil's home turf. Everyone there was absolutely stunned. Third goal, then a fourth. Tears welled up in the eyes of every Brazilian watching. Even the proudest Europeans were completely won over. They stood up and gave a standing ovation. And then the kid sealed it with a header, and Brazil absolutely demolished the Nordic Giants. At just 17 years old, this kid delivered Brazil their very first World Cup trophy. And that's how the era of a football legend began. He proved to the entire world that age means nothing when it comes to greatness. It wasn't just raw talent, it was an unbreakable will to win. A burning fire that refused to bow down to anyone or anything. But seriously, at 17, most of us couldn't even parallel park. So is he the GOAT or what?